Hi team. So today we are going to see some very early examples from a new agentic library called PydanticAI. And PydanticAI is built on top of another library called Pydantic, which is used for data validation. For example, if you have used libraries like Fast API to build REST APIs, you might have underneath already used Pydantic, which is again used for data validation. For example, when you return a response to make sure that it is compatible with some base data types. Now, what the team behind Pydantic has done is they have come up with this new agentic framework called Pydantic AI. And what they are trying to do is to make production grade application using Pydantic AI. So in today's example, what we are going to see is we are going to make a M&A agent, which is going to accept few news snippet and it is going to give the output in a structured format. For example, who is the acquirer within this news snippet? What is the company which is the target? And what is the deal size? So let's get started. So let me walk through the code. So first of all, everything is within dev container. So I will give a link for the GitHub repo. So you don't have to do anything. You can just follow the instructions which are written in readme.md and then you are ready to go. So what we have done here is that we have tried to see how this library works. So the prerequisite what you have to do is you have to make an environment file where you will put the OpenAI key and this key will be used to make the agent. Now here are the things which we are trying to do. Now first of all we are loading the environment variables from this .env file. So that's one of the thing which we are doing. Then again, this is a boilerplate code. This is used because, many times the library that we are using, for example, in this case, Pydantic AI, it may support asynchronous, function. So this is again one specific boilerplate code to make sure that it works out within your Jupyter notebook. So that's exactly what we are trying to do. And here are the things which we are trying to do to define what kind of agent it will be. So for example, the only thing which is, one of the thing which is most important is you are using OpenAI model and you are using GPT-4o mini model. Again, you can use other models, for example, Gemini also. And there are more models which are incoming and they will be available in future. But the essential point is what we are trying to do is we are trying to make a model called OpenAI, GPT-4o mini, and this is what we are going to use within our agent. So you have just defined few things here. For example, you also define base model as well as field. Now, how it's useful? So basically, what you do is you define a, I would say, type of data structure which you need to provide so that you can extract few things. So what we are trying to do here is we are going to provide some news articles or mini news snippet, and what we are going to do is we are going to get these four things out of it. So that's what we are trying to do. So we are just putting a definition of exactly what we are trying to extract out of it. So it's a sort of extraction problem. So what we are saying is we will have the acquirer name from an M&A deal, the target name, the deal size, and the deal currency. So within a new snippet, we are trying to get these four things. So this is, definition of what exactly we are trying to extract. And what we did was we just made an agent where we provide the model which is coming from here, which is again an OpenAI model. And then we say that, result type will be M&A details, which, contains this structure which we are going to extract it out. And there is a system prompt also available. Now, once we define it, what we are going to do is we are going to send it a news article. The news article is pretty simple in nature. It says Coimbatore headquarter Tricol, a leading player in dashboard instrument and so on, acquired XYZ company with a deal size of some, 215 crores and so on. Now, when I run this code, what it is going to do is it is going to ingest this news article, it is going to send to the agent, which again in turn is going to send to the GPT-4o mini, and at the end we'll get all the details which were needed. So we needed four details, for example, acquirer, target, deal size, and deal currency. and the end result that we get is, acquirer is Pricol, which is perfect. Target is this company, which is again the right answer. Deal size, which is 215 crore, and deal currency, which is INR, which is Indian rupees. So it extracted out all the data. Similarly, I gave it a second, news snippet where there is no information about the deal size as well as deal currency. So it says this company, acquired, this company as such. So it gives, details like which is the acquirer, which is the target, but deal size is not there, deal currency is not there. So it is able to, get or, extract those things from this news snippet. So this is how it works. And, you can definitely change this definition and try to do few things and try to extract few things from these definitions. You can make it much more complexer. For example, you could introduce things like list and all, which I'm going to do it in another video. But yeah, that's what it is trying to do. So again, it's a pretty simple example. And if you wanted to see exactly what happened behind the scenes, so for example, once you are running this agent, you wanted to see what are all the messages that are there. You can also see with result.all messages. So for example, what happens here is when you were defining an agent, you also provided a system prompt. And when we see all the messages that were used to build this agent, what was done is there was this content which was provided, which is again a system prompt. Then you provided a user prompt, which was nothing but a news. So all those things, for example, what was the result and so on, all of these things were captured. So in case you need to do a dependency, for example, you wanted to invoke a second, let's say, step, and you wanted to point to these all messages which were used in the first step, you can definitely do that. So you can build a system which works in that way. So yeah, this is again a pretty simple example, but yeah, it was pretty easy to do. Like you just have to set up, few details and the answer came. So at least I am excited. I will keep exploring and keep everyone posted on new findings. So thanks team. Thanks for watching. Bye.